Snoop Dogg, welcome back to Death Row, the TikTok way.
TikTok, what it do? Is your boy Big Snoop D-O double G, and I'm excited for y'all, cause Death Row Records is back up.
Snoop Dogg's lockout of Death Row Records catalog on streaming services is finally over. The Dog Fathers linked with TikTok, and what are they calling it? The new music arm, Sound On, right? So it's the
Yeah,
new,
sound on.
basically, distribution side of TikTok, which is really interesting. It's something that we've been following because TikTok is just becoming its own, essentially, record label.
They are the best at promoting. I mean, look at how many songs have broken from TikTok. They break songs more than radio does now. Like, I would want to be associated with TikTok in some way because they can push you to literally however they want to push you. And yeah, so they have this distribution service that they just keep expanding. And Snoop is kind of releasing some of these Death Row songs for a week, and then they are going to be on the regular streaming services like your Spotify's, your Apple Music's, all that kind of stuff. But they're getting the jump on it for TikTok. And I even heard that they're going to be doing like they have filters going on. I'm not really on TikTok too much, but I kind of want to check them out because I heard there's like some death row filters and there's some cool stuff that's going on to coincide with it. But it's really interesting the way that music has changed and kind of sidestepping the record labels, and it's about just having your own platform that you can do things. And I think a lot of
Well, and I
artists can take
feel
note.
Yeah, I've seen, artists take note, but I've also made the same comment every time we're talking about how Snoop is doing something innovative, right? Snoop is always, whatever the new thing is, NFTs. Well, he's about to make Death Row Records an NFT label. Now he's doing a deal
Shifting.
with TikTok. He's just very, very smart. And so I think for like artists and record label owners and music business owners, same thing. You have to push yourself to get uncomfortable, to get on these platforms and to make them work for you. Because all we're saying is, here's a platform that potentially can get you a ton of free
Right.
organic reach, eyes on your project. And if something doesn't do well, don't take that as like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so embarrassed. If no one sees it, remember, no one saw it. It's no big deal. But if it does
Everybody
break, whew,
everybody is benefiting from TikTok right now. Even Instagram, even platforms like Instagram or Meta and Facebook, because a lot of people are making their videos in TikTok and then they are redistributing them to Instagram, which is getting more, time. And or TikTok is a great way to test your content. And if it works there, you can always take it right over to Instagram and put them as reels and stuff like that. And it's like you're just constantly promoting TikTok, but you're using like it's really what you want to be a part of because they are the hub of what is happening right now.
Yeah, so Snoop had removed the Death Row catalog from streaming. This was in March of 2022. So obviously everyone's really excited, especially coming off of Super Bowl, right? And so they're
Yeah.
saying as Super Bowl is kind of done now, fans are looking for the music from these iconic performers in 2022, looking to reintroduce the most historic catalog to the people. I agree.
Yeah, no, I think speaking of halftime performances, the West Coast performers were incredible with those death row artists on there. But I think that I love the fact that Snoop is such a business guy and he's willing to take chances on moves, and then he's willing to pivot from those. So we saw him try to say, I'm taking death row, it's going to be all NFTs, I'm taking it off of streaming, and now it's back. And he was like, maybe that wasn't working out so well. I haven't really looked at so much into the NFTs side of things, if he's still really working that. I will say this, I don't hear a lot of buzz about NFTs as much as I was hearing, like, say, even 6 months ago. I don't know if that's, just the way my algorithm is working towards me, but this move is kind of showing that maybe people aren't jumping on that idea so much, and it's maybe he's just tired of hearing everywhere he goes. Like, when are you gonna put Doggy Style back on Spotify? I'm trying to listen to that right now.
Well, right. And that's when you're running a record label or any kind of music business, there are so many different ways to monetize the music catalog, but then you can do things like, for example, NFTs, live shows, doing, collaborations. There's a lot of things that can happen. So, for example, Death Row Records, Snoop is keeping a handle of all the things. And so as it relates to doing a deal with Sound On being TikTok's distribution arm, I think it's pretty smart. So we'll be keeping an eye on this for sure.
Yeah, no, and I'm just reading. Just I want to do like a video kind of on sound on, so we can kind of maybe explain more about it, because some of the things that I'm reading about it, I think are pretty interesting for artists and just how they can kind of get involved with that stuff, especially if they're trying to retain some of their ownerships, or not ownerships, but more of their royalties in.
The more the royalties, for sure.